So find a standing position, feet shoulder width apart and parallel. Sink a little bit, bending your knees slightly, tucking your pelvis ever so slightly, like you're just about ready to start sitting down on a stool. And just give me a thumbs up. Make sure you can hear me okay. Okay, good. And so just start scanning from the top of your head and just scan your body. And as you do, let that part go. So scan your jaw and your face, let them go. Relax your neck. Let go of your shoulders, let them fall onto your back. Not rolling forward, but rolling back. Let go of your chest and upper torso. Let go of your waist and hips. Relax your upper legs, hamstrings. Let go of your knees. Relax your shins and calves. Let go of your arms. Take out your wrists and fingers. Let go of your ankles. And imagine your feet are sinking into the sand, or into the floor as if it was sand. Then turn your attention to your breath. And just notice it at first. And notice as the breath passes the rims of your nostrils. And follow it into your body, being ever present with it. And as you exhale, notice what it feels like as it exits your lips. And follow it out into nature, feeding the trees where it's running. Throw heel out one length with a little wider stand. And the next breath in, let your palms rise up as if a mist was lifting them. And on your exhale, let them fall. Then bring your whole body into it. As you inhale, your palms rise up. Let the legs straighten. And as your palms fall, let the knees bend a little bit, giving the illusion that your whole body is filling with air. Inhaling up and exhaling down. One more of those synchronizing breath, movement, and mental intention. And let the arms hang again in Wuchi. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, propel your upper body to the right and start tapping, letting the arms flow freely. And the back of the hand taps the low back just above the waist, waking up those kidneys. And the palms strike just below the ribs on the right and left side, waking up the spleen and stomach on the left, liver and gallbladder on the right. Maybe you even see some color coming up as you strike blue in the back, yellow on the left, green on the right. And on the arms as they flow without tension and without forcing them, they're just kind of moving by themselves like a gentle washing machine cycle. And by doing that, you dilate the meridians in the arms, opening up the heart and lungs, small and large intestines. Now synchronize with your breath and inhale one full round, or maybe a round and a half, depending on how deep your breath is. And the exhale is same in the opposite. Now with that, you draw your body one way, then the other with your inhale. And then you push it one way, then the other with your exhale, trying to get out of your muscles and imagine that your breath is what's moving. At least your breath is initiating movement. And no movement in this next 45 minutes happens without the breath. Breath and movement are synchronized, and mental intention is engaged, getting us fully present in this Qigong. One more round. Let that go. And then grab something with your fingertips, something like tissue. And then come up on your toes, lift up, and then toss down as you exhale. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Visualizing something coming out of your hands. Something like dirt or sludge. and getting rid of it. Something that wouldn't serve you, visualize that coming out of your hands and going deep into the earth. Maybe there's something you want to get rid of in your life or change. Visualize that, toss it deep into the earth, set the intention once and for all for making the change in your life that serves you. 3 more of these, and then connect. As we connect, we bring the arms up overhead, inhaling up, exhaling down. As we inhale up, we see heat rising up the back, far over the head. And then blue water courses down the front. Yang rises up the back. Yin falls down the front, completing the cycle, sealing at the navel, and then back to the root. Continuing clearing, we'll tap down the outside of each arm, and then tap up the inside of each arm, tapping down the back of the head and back of the neck, and all the way down the back body, tapping from the armpits all the way down the side body, and from the clavicle all the way down the front body, and then up the inner legs. Inhale, shaking out the arms. Exhale, shaking the whole body. Inhale, arms. Exhale, whole body. Inhale, arms. Exhale, whole body. Connect again, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing up the navel. Back to root chi. We'll do one more toss, bringing up the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees and toss in front and behind you at the same time, like you're pitching a softball in both directions. Inhale up again, and do the same thing in the opposite way. So this is fairly vigorous. Inhaling up, exhaling as you toss, so the breath moving with your body. And as you toss, see again something coming out of your hands and through the wall. And you also get this little twisting in your intestines. So you squeeze out those intestines, getting rid of that energetic plaque that gathers there. So we clean out the system completely. Inhaling up, exhaling as we toss and twist. 3 more. And then connect. Inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing up the navel. And back to root chi. Let's do some circulation here. And we'll start with the simple cloud hands. So cloud hands, you simply, the palms of the hands, just gently push clouds one way, and you change hand positions and push clouds the other. And your lower body doesn't move, just your upper body moves on your hips. And with this, you want to get, with your breath, inhaling one direction and exhaling the other. And if you're moving clouds, remember, you must be the wind. If the word the wind were pure energy. So see yourself as just pure energy, way up above the roof of your house and where you're practicing. And you're up and there's a few puffy clouds today. Find one and just nudge it one way as you inhale and the other way as you exhale. And make a little smile because this is kind of silly, moving clouds. Very serious business here, but we want to keep light and come to Qigong with the mind of a child. Because imagination inspires the mind, and the mind then moves and manipulates the Qi. So the inspiration is where it all starts, and inspiration comes from imagination. So we imagine like a child would that we're the wind moving these clouds one way and the other. And we're smiling because it's fun. We play. We're playing in the clouds, right? So feel that sense of play and joy and that inner child moving clouds one way and on the other on a sunny day. One more round, inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. And then connect, inhaling up the back, exhaling down the front, sealing at the navel, and back to root chi. And then we'll reach up with the left hand and come up on that right toe and just spiral up in the air, gathering some stardust. And as the stardust comes down the beam of light, but it curves as it comes to the gravity of the earth. We'll catch that curve with the opposite hand, come up on the other side and spin and gather some starlight, let it come down again. Inhale in one direction and exhale in the other. And this teaches us the sense of light bending as it comes to the earth. And that sense of space-time and light bending is quantum physics showing us that everything is energy, and that this light comes down. Light is yang, right? But it's bent as it comes toward matter, which is yin. And matter is nothing more than crystallized energy, right? But it takes so much energy to make something the illusion of matter that that energy bends light. So that's what this exercise teaches us as we inhale one direction and exhale the other. We'll do one more round, really reaching as you come up, feeling that line of energy from the hand to the foot, and then connect, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to reaching. And we'll work with the Dantians, these elixir fields that we have. We have 3 of them. The lower Dantian goes from solar plexus to the cranium. And it's a field of energy. It's a sphere. It's golden in color. We're going to put the heels of our hands on top of that sphere. We're going to inhale here, and then exhaling, we're going to sweep through. So from a side view, you just sweep through as we exhale, bending the knees, and then we straighten the knees, and then put the hands back on the ball. So over and over again, we spin this sphere of energy. As we spin it, we activate it. So try to feel something there. Let's pause for a second with our hands on top, and then just push down through it and see if you can feel just a little change in the heat on your hands as you push through. And that's this field of energy that we're going into. If you can't, just pretend. Pretending is the beginning of imagination. And as you pretend, as you imagine, soon you'll actually feel it. Because what we're doing is training our minds with these visualizations to move energy. So here we're spinning this field of energy, this lower Dantian, activating it. And this activates our metabolism, activates the elixir field that energizes every part of our physical body. Notice it contains the lower 3 chakras, the first, second, and third chakras, third chakra being at the solar plexus. So the sealing of this sphere of energy is the third chakra. So these are all the physical chakras. And we're activating those as we activate this Dantian. So one more, and then connect, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to reaching. Then maybe bring your stance a little wider and bring your arms up. And what we're going to do is we're going to gather a red ball bending the knee. That's all on the inhale. As we exhale, we lift it up and present it. As we inhale, we open up and mini back bend. You're balancing this big ball on the sternum. As we exhale, we concentrate it and energize it so the color becomes brilliant red. As we inhale, we bring it into our chest, energizing our heart. As we exhale, we share it, like we share love with the world and our neighbors, loved ones. Inhale, we lower it, bend the knees slightly. Exhale, we release it. We float up with the arms and the fingertips come up last. And we start the process again. Inhaling, gather. Exhaling, lift. Remember, it's red. And we expand it. Mini back bend. Contract it, energizing it. And as we bring that energy in, brilliant red into the heart, energizing our heart. Exhaling, sharing love. Exhale, lower. Exhale, release. Float. And then gather again. Inhale. Bringing up, exhale. Expand, inhale. Contract, exhale. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, share. Inhale, lower. Exhale, release. One more thing on those. A lot of you have been here for a few Qigongs. So there is a spinal undulation. I don't always teach this to beginners, but you guys all got it. So as we gather the ball, we're going to tuck the pelvis. Once we lift it up, we send that energy up our spine. It's a spinal undulation. And then the same thing, so we do that one gathering and then lift. And then again as we expand and contract. And again as we bring it in and share. But we don't do it when we lower it and release. So let's try that a couple times with a spinal undulation. Don't worry if you don't get it. It's an extra. It moves the Kundalini energy up our spine or the Yang energy up our spine. Inhale, hit, exhale, hit. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, share. Inhale, lower. We don't do it on this one. Exhale, float up. Really relaxed state here. And then gather again, tuck, and bring it up. Inhale, open, tuck, and bring it up. Inhale, bring it into your chest, tuck, and bring it up. Exhale, lower. Exhale, release all the way up into a connection, just introducing that to you. And then sealing at the navel. And back to reach. Again, don't worry if you don't get that. You can practice spinal undulations just on your own. It's like your old wave, right?